So here in the back lot with Dr. Feldman. How are you?
Good morning.
Dr. Sandy Feldman. So there are all kinds of concerns for looking at this solar eclipse. You're an eye expert, right?
Correct.
Okay. What should we do to watch the eclipse? You do not look at it with the naked eye, as we just saw from the story Shelley introduced.
Absolutely. So we want to have safe viewing. We want to use solar eclipse glasses or solar viewers. We do not want to use just polarized sunglasses.
Okay.
We don't want to stack two sunglasses together. It's not enough. The solar viewers block 100,000 times more light than a regular pair of sunglasses. And they also block the infrared wavelengths as well.
So recently Amazon issued a recall for these fake solar glasses. This has to concern you when there are fakes out there. What do we look for? How do we know if it's a fake?
Well, the first thing is you want to make sure that it's ISO certified with a 12312-2. Those were new standards put in place in 2015. And you want to look for that certification. You have to buy from a reputable manufacturer and a reputable source.
Like who? Like what?
Well, like you could get them at Walmart or Lowe's or Fry's, okay? You also could go to the manufacturers. American Paper Optics have been supplying to a lot of these sources that you can get it. And probably at this late date, they're hard to find, okay?
And you mentioned ISO. What does ISO stand for, by the way?
International Standardization of Organization, or International Organization of Standardization.
Okay, so if we don't take the right precautions, warn people right now about the harm that looking at this eclipse can have.
You know, when you were little and you were curious, and you took a little magnifying glass and you harnessed the light rays of the sun.
We would put a dried out leaf on the ground and then it would burn right through it in seconds.
Exactly, and that's exactly what you're doing to the back of your eye. You're frying your retina, the very specialized cells that enable you to see. So you really don't want to look at the sun even for a moment. And in San Diego, we're having a partial eclipse. We don't even get the total eclipse, so no naked eye, only things recommended, you know, for viewing the solar eclipse.
And when that eye damage is done, it's irreparable, right? When it's gone, it's gone?
It's gone. So about 50% of the time, the vision can come back partially or fully, but there is absolutely no treatment for this. So the best treatment is prevention.
This helmet, by the way, this is an example of what now?
This is a welder's helmet.
Right.
And you can have welder's filters, but the routine ones that you would buy with a shade of 10, inadequate. You need above a shade of 12, preferably 14. These are also goggles that are used. You want to look at them and look and see how much light you get. If you do get the proper viewers, if they come wrinkled, damaged, they're bent, if you get a little hole in them and you can see light through them, they're not good.
Just get rid of them.
Protect those eyes, get rid of them.
And not even for a second. Don't look up even for a second, because that can cause some damage.
Exactly.
Believe it or not, the sun's 93 million miles away and it still does all that damage here on Earth. It's amazing. Let's take a look at the times for you. We'll put the information up on your screen for the solar eclipse this coming Monday. It starts at 9:07, it peaks at 10:23, and then ends at 11:46 in the morning. You're an eye doctor now. Are you gonna watch it?
Well, I'd love to. However, I'm going to be inside in the dark, in surgery, giving people sight. So I want to warn everyone, you know, we don't want to take your sight away. We want to prevent it and keep sight. And if you're going to witness this spectacular event, which hasn't happened in the U.S. since the late 70s, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, it's really a spectacular event that we want to watch.
Absolutely. All right.
We got to keep our eyes away.
Thank you, Dr. Feldman. Appreciate it. Shelley, we'll send it to you.
Good information. Thank you.